Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you a little bit of the gameplay on Purgai that I've recorded. This is gonna be zombies versus clerics, just to show you guys a little bit on like how the game plays, like how, how a game of Purgai plays, It's always fun to watch these for sure. So zombies going first, he draws initial hand, he plays Goblin Party as a Dark Aura. Then he goes on, plays Mind Control as a Dark Aura, summons Zombie Goblin, mills 3 cards and activates the Victoria first ability to mill an extra 2 cards. Zombie decks do that a lot, they mill a lot to get special summoning from the graveyard. They have like a lot of cards that special summon from the graveyard, so that's essentially what they're doing. So you always want to set up your graveyard when you're playing zombies, at least in this configuration, right? Clerics play timeout as a light aura. A lot of good cards to give up on to set for aura. Bit of indecision. A lot of good cards, let me tell you that. Sets up a second light aura and plays golden orb of healing, so he can get like an extra healing every turn. Very good for clerics, by the way. Very good card for clerics. Because clerics are all about like you heal them and then they activate some kind of effect that they gain benefits if you heal them. So you heal yourself for life points and then you use golden orb to heal your clerics so that you can activate effects and this gets them going. So he summons Yazeko, banishes the Soul of Darkness to draw a card. He will probably tap the Zombie Goblin to mill 3 more cards. Considering what to do here. That zombie party is going to get him like 1 zombie every turn and get rid of some graveyard cards. Not that clerics particularly care about graveyard setups, they really don't. But it does hurt them if they're playing like Soul of Light, so they can't like banish their light souls to get the special summon. Yeah, he tapped the Zombie Goblin, get the 3 mills, banishes a dead one to activate Zombie Party and get a zombie. Right. So he's going right now, right? He's starting to set up his zombie board. Considering what to do. Unfortunately, I can't like speed up some of these moments of thinking. So for now, I guess we just have to bear with it. He does have a pretty decent hand. Ends up turn. He doesn't attack. Probably wants to set the zombie tokens as defense fodder for Yazeko, right? Which is something that zombies do a lot. They love using their tokens as defense fodder. So he summons Roman Monk, heals with St. Clair, gains that 1 life point, heals. Like he gets the healing from Golden Orb of Healing to heal Roman Clerics so that he can get the Search. You know, that's something that I really think it's fancy of this deck, like how things just work. It just works. It's just beautiful. Very fun deck to play for sure. He plays Shield Maiden, and he plays the Acolyte of Gunning. Oh, he's going to make a legendary summon of General Armstrong. His effect activates, he heals 5 life points. See if Darkness could do something, couldn't do anything about it, but no go. He gets the 5 life points. Golden Orb of Healing activates, heals Acolyte of Gunning. Acolyte of Gunning effect activates, he places a protection counter on himself, which is pretty good because he hits hard, but he doesn't have a lot of health, so it makes him a bit of a threat, especially in the early game of a Purgai game. He attacks Yasuko. He's thinking of using that body reincarnation, but it doesn't work with tokens, so he blocks with a token. Clerics attack with General Armstrong at Yasuko, and he's really considering what to do. He's looking for a Skeleton Knight, which you can banish from your graveyard to stop an attack. He's using the Mind Control to take control of General Armstrong to stop the attack. By the way, General Armstrong has Taunt. Oh, he activates the Coffin Cellar. He sends 3 cards from the top of his deck. If he sees a Dark Soul, he can summon a zombie. So he's getting 1 more counter off of that. Smart to use that at the end of the battle phase so that he doesn't lose the token, because most of the stuff that he had was like to protect actual cards and not tokens. What was I going to say again? Oh yeah, General Armstrong has Taunt, and he has 9 health. So he is a big wall. It's very hard to attack when he's on the field, but then again, Yasuko does have Death Touch, so she can instantly kill him. He places Armored Zombies, discard. I don't know if this was before or after the buff. I think this was... Gosh, I don't remember now. If this was before the buff, it's going to give zombies like +1 damage and health. If this was after the buff, it's going to give 2. And it's going to give them reach, so they can attack flying souls. I believe this. Unfortunately, the recording quality is not the greatest for me. But I do believe I recorded this after the buff. Yeah, this is after the buff. Yeah, I can reach and 2. Yeah, for sure. So so that zombie token right now has like 3/3. He's a 3/3 soul basically. Okay, so he summons Jezebel. He takes control of Acolyte of Gunning. He's going to use that Acolyte as a legendary, to legendary summon something, or he's considering. That's like a easy way to take care of cards that have like protection counters. It's kind of why like Darkness is a bit of a good matchup against Light, because Light's whole shtick is that their cards don't die. Oh, okay, he sacrifices the Acolyte of Gunning for a Victoria's second effect, which summons a zombie token. But as I was saying, oh my gosh, he's taking brainwashing control to take control of General Armstrong, and he gets untapped, and he can use the opponent's cards for attacks. So 2 lights plus... Wait, actually, now that I'm realizing, General Armstrong attack was actually illegal because he only has like 2 lights, right? That was illegal. Misplays happen. But in this case, this attack is legal because he's using the 2 lights from the opponent plus their own 2 darkness. So this is a legal attack actually. Oh yeah, and he taps Zombie Party, banishes that Acolyte of Gunning for an extra zombie. Miscalculates the damage on the zombies. Jezebel attacks directly. Everything's gonna swing directly right now. I guess this is the part where he will realize that he miscalculated. Maybe. No. Maybe later. That should be like 3 more damage to that life points. By the way, I don't much mind these like misplays at all. Like, I feel like it's just part of the experience. I really do. Like, I mean, when you're playing Yu-Gi-Oh, when you're playing Magic the Gathering, you do a lot of like accidental like misplays like that. It is what it is. And it's not a tournament game. Like, it's not a tournament match at all. So it's whatever. Darkness really sucks with like quick cards. They're really like, this is like where they are like pretty bad at. They're terrible at protecting their boards. They're like the worst. Even worse than Earth, I would say so. Because Worst at least has like some souls that have like target proof or battle proof or stuff like that. Darkness doesn't get anything really. They're pretty terrible with that. Oh yeah. General Armstrong gets like a -1 counter from Brainwashing Machine. So he plays timeout to banish that Brainwashing Machine. While timeout is on the field, the card stays banished. If it leaves the field, he gets that card back. But it's just gonna like sit there as a like with equipment artifact cards, it's kind of awkward because once the card gets unbanished, it's going to go back to a main zone, but it's just going to sit there and stay as a body that doesn't do anything, unfortunately. Okay, summons Holy Golem. Holy Golem is tapped when he's summoned. He places a protection counter on Holy Golem. That's a 8 body with protection counters. And ends the turn. And he forgets to untap the Holy Golem. Because he does have Vigilance. And Vigilance in this game, during the end phase, you untap the card that has Vigilance. Again, it's just part of the experience. I feel like these silly mistakes are cool. Or oh, he realizes, okay, finally he realized the miscalculation. Yeah. You see, like, it's no harm done, really. It's just like, oh gosh, I forgot, mistakes happen. It is what it is, really. Like, I don't want the community to think that this game is like, oh, it's super competitive, this person is cheating, you know, oh my gosh, this scrub doesn't know how to play the game. Like, it's just a game, bro. It's just a game. With these second armored zombies, these zombie tokens go up to 5/5. They have reach, so they can attack the flying souls, and they have Death Link, which is they inflict damage, they burn damage to the opponent's life points equal to the HP of the destroyed soul, which is basically Flame Wingman's effect in Yu-Gi-Oh! For those who watch the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX anime. I do believe he used the Yasuko effect to banish Vrain to draw on a card. I'm honestly thinking about buffing Vrain because he's kind of meant to be like the boss monster of zombies, but he just feels like fodder, really. He's, oh, I guess this, yeah, this is game, right? Yeah, this is 100% game. Yeah, an army of 5/5 zombies is not something you want to deal with. Not really a good scenario for anyone. This is basically the zombies win condition. You swarm the field with a bunch of tokens, you power them up into oblivion, and you win. Just like that. Which is, by the way, something that I'm thinking about like doing 2 frames. Maybe putting counter, like maybe, like I'm thinking about like either making him stronger or making your zombies stronger, something of the like. Let's see if I can skip a little bit ahead, because I get... Okay, Cleric goes first. He sets Statue of the Light Barrier as Aura. He sets... gosh, what was this card's name again? Bouncy Blob, there you go. I knew it was something blob, I forgot the adjective that I gave to him. So yeah, he ends turns with 2 light Aura and the Bouncy Blob, which is a pretty strong wall. When I designed this card, what I had in mind was literally Wobbuffet. It was this card that literally all he does is he just counters you. So if you attack him, like with a soul, he inflicts the damage of your attack onto your soul, and because usually attacks attack damage do more damage than the soul has in life, it usually means that the soul ends up killing itself and the attack doesn't go through. So it's pretty wally like that. But then he places 1 spell counter on himself, and if he has 3 spell counters, he dies. This effect also works for card effects. He can like target a new, he can choose a new target for card effects, so he can potentially use that to destroy your cards if you target him. So he's summoning Skeleton Knight. He's attacking. Skeleton Knight has like I think a damage of 1 and a HP of 3. He takes the damage of his own attack, but he still has like 2 health and he gets the kill on Bouncy Blob. Oh yeah, he does have armored zombies, so he's going to deal that 1 damage to St. Clair's life points, which has been remediated the turn prior to that thanks to her ability. So he gets, again, Golden Orb of Healing, the GOAT of this deck. You know, Clerics are pretty awesome. I feel like the only issue that they have is getting the cards that they need. Like, they are very inconsistent, unfortunately. Because they really need cards like Golden Orb of Healing to function, or like Communion. And if they don't get those cards... sorry, what was happening here? Oh no, okay, yeah. He played the party goblins. It summons two goblins on the opponent's turn. Right, and they're very similar to Ojama Trios, but in this game you don't have a lot of space, so it's not something you really like, you look forward to. So he swings with Priest of Healing. The Priest of Healing does have like a +1 counter. He activates Body Reincarnation. Body Reincarnation, when a card is destroyed, you special summon from the graveyard. And now there's not much he can do because Light Dancer doesn't have enough damage to kill the Skeleton Knight. Right, he has like 2 with his effect, which is unfortunate for sure. You can still attack though for the life heal, for the life link. Might get like some power up on the Priest of Healing. The Priest of Healing is like is a very snowbally card. Oh, instead he goes to the main phase with 2 and summons General Armstrong. Gets 5 healing on his life points, and then he's going to put like +1 counter on Priest of Healing. Yeah, Priest of Healing is like an extremely snowbally card. Every time you heal, you can just like heal him, and then he gets like stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. And there's pretty much no limit to how big he can get. I think I once got him to like, in one game I once got him like to 40 +1 counters, which was, it's a lot of fun to do. Like, this is like the kind of stuff that you love to do in card games, just crazy silly combos on weird scenarios that shouldn't happen, but they do. Okay, thinking a little bit about what to do. I mean, it is a pretty difficult It is a pretty scary board for sure, like a +3 Priest of Healing that is going to snowball out of his mind. He summons the zombie goblin and he mills 3. He gets one more Dark Aura. Okay. Oh, okay, so he's going for Jezebel. Like, he uses his 2. He takes control. He attaches, of course. Attaches the Skeleton Knight, so he can negate one attack later by his effect. And takes control of the General Armstrong. And Light is considering on whether to use that Sudden Fog or not. Darkness sacks the General for the zombie. Because he can't really attack with that General Armstrong. Jezebel takes control of the soul, but she doesn't take control of your arrows, so you wouldn't be able to attack. Makes sense, really. Thinking. Wait, where is your zombie, my good friend? Wait, did I miss something? Did he sack the zombie for some effects? Wait, did he forgot to summon the zombie? What the hell? Oh, I activate the effect that sacrifices a soul to summon a zombie. Wait, do I get a zombie for that? What? What does Pot of Greed do? I activate Pot of Greed. Wait, does it draw 2 cards? Really? I had no idea. Wow, how... I am honestly astonished by this. How does this happen? Okay, so he summons the Holy Golem. He places 1 protection counter on the Priest of Healing. Yeah, you probably want to protect that. But then again, I honestly think it's not gonna last too long because he can just summon another Jezebel. Sex banishes the Skeleton Knights to negate the attack, and just like that, you are in trouble, my friend. And so end of turn, Vigilance, Holy Golem is untapped, which is kind of scary because he can protect the guy, but then again, he's just gonna untouch from Jezebel and take control of the Priest of Healing or something like that. Then again, this is a bit of a scary board still, because there's 2 potential threats on the board, not just 1, and Darkness can only get rid of 1, right, with Jezebel. You can potentially blow up the field with the Archdemon, what's his name again? Asmodeus. But he would be blowing up your field as well. Takes control of the Priest of Healing. Sacks the Priest of Healing. Will he get the token this time? Oh, he doesn't forget it. Well done. Good job. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I'm listening to some music while I'm recording this. You guys can hear it, but I can't. Alright. Thinking. Swings with the zombie. Oh yeah, the Holy Golem tanks it, but he cannot attack. He needs 4 arrows to attack, unfortunately. He's a very costly attacker. So he's just going to take that damage, not being able to retaliate. Which is why that zombie was able to safely attack it. So just attacking to get rid of some of those partying goblins. They've been partying too much, you know. That party, every party got to end at one point. So he taps the Saint Clair to give the protection to Holy Golem. Which again, I mean, protection doesn't do much against Darkness, unfortunately. He attacks, but Darkness just banishes the Skeleton Knight to negate the attack. Draws for a turn. You should untap your cards. Well done. He uses one action to draw. Uses another action to draw. Places a dead one as Dark Aura. Ooh, I see, I see. Yeah, I think he's 100% considering summoning the Asmodeus. He mills for 3. Mills for 3 again. Well, that's a funny board he made. The zombies. Yeah, and there it is. Asmodeus, the Archdemon of Destruction, the most scary darkness card as of now in the game. He is going to untouch 2 cards to activate his effect, which blows up the entire field. Jezebel gets sent to the graveyard, so she can be placed as a field. Oh wait, does he want Jezebel on the graveyard? Or is he thinking of that? Oh no, I think. Oh no, okay. He just wants to do the chain properly, right? So she gets sent to she gets placed as field after the chain is over. So he's just doing it properly for the first time in his entire life. Places hell on the field. Yeah. Places on Asmodeus zone, which is going to give him like +2 HP and 2 damage. It also gives him +2 dark auras to use, which he doesn't need because he has like 4 dark auras, so it is whatever. He swings and kills the Holy Golem. It is now Light's turn. He draws for turn. Is thinking about what he should or should not do. Oh wait. Oh, okay, they're going back a little bit. Okay. So, oh, actually, this is game. Okay. So, he's actually going to stop the attack of Asmodeus with Power Absorption. This card negates an attack and then heals you, or heals a card on the field equal to the damage that would be dealt to you. And then he just heals for game with St. Clair. First ability. Again, in this game, healing is a win condition. Once you reach 40 life points or more, you win the game, which is probably how you want to win the game as a cleric player. I mean, it's in the name, right? They're clerics. They're all about healing, right? So of course they would have healing as a win condition, right? So let's a little bit. Okay. So darkness, the zombies are going first now. Playing zombie party as aura. It didn't do much in the last game, to be honest. Zombie party is a card that you realistically want to use against decks that's just summon spam. And clerics don't summon spam at all. Like, they just sit on 1 soul and they're pretty fine with it. Activates Victoria's effect to mill 2 cards. Then he places Zombie Party as his last action, but I don't believe he has a soul to get the token, so he's just setting up the board for the next turn. It is very much viable to like not have a card, not have a soul on your first turn, because any damage that you would take would be like at maximum 4, so it's like pretty whatever. It's just, you know, just take the direct damage. It's not gonna kill you. So he is playing one Light Soul, the Sentry, and then he's playing Light Dancer as another Light Soul, and then he's placing Shooting Maiden, and he's placing a protection counter on her. Pretty big wall for a turn 2 card for the zombies. So it's a 6 HP soul with a protection counter. Nice. So he summons Infected Orc. Once he dies, he becomes a zombie token. And he summoned Vrain. which so what Rain does is every time a non-zombie card dies, you get a zombie token, like on your side of the field, which is why I'm really thinking about buffing him. It's because, like, if you're playing this card, you're probably playing like a zombie deck, and you probably have a lot of zombies, so you don't usually get a lot of zombie tokens off of these effects, which kind of sucks, really. And he doesn't get like anything when like actual zombies die, which really sucks. So I'm really thinking about like maybe making it so that, like, you know, if a zombie dies, he can place like a +1 counter or like a protection counter or something like that on another card, something like that, so he doesn't just suck. Okay, a lot of thinking being done here. Like, again, this is like a bit of a scary board for a turn 1. Like, it's a lot of HP to mold down. Oh, so he's just going to summon Jezebel. This is like, I mean, Jezebel is the boss monster of zombie decks. You take control of any threats, you sack the threats, and get a zombie on your side of the... Wait, what? Huh. Okay. Oh, okay, he is activating Zombie Party. And Vrain effect activates because he sacrificed it like a non-zombie token and he was on his side of the field. Then he gets an extra token for that. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, okay, so he detached Infected Orc. Oh, actually, this was brilliant play. So he untapped... Oh my gosh. This was brilliant. Untouched Infected Orc. So he dies and you get the zombie. And then you take control of the Shield Maiden. And then you sack her. And you get a zombie because it's the effect. And then you get an extra zombie because of Rain. And then you activate Zombie Party. You banish the Shield Maiden and then you get an extra token. So just like that, you get sort of like the win condition going on, and a bit of miscalculation too. Oh, okay. See. So activating retaliation in response to Vrain attacking. I see. I understand. Not sure why not activating in Jezebel. But it is what it is, right? Retaliation is probably like, I honestly think it's like right now like the best light card in the game. Probably competing with Sudden Fog. If a soul attacks, that soul gets destroyed. It's pretty straightforward. It's pretty deadly, and it's very strong. Oh my gosh, he gets the summon. Michael, the Archangel of Order. This card is crazy strong. He needs 3 light souls to summon, but he gives target proof to all of your souls. And if St. Clair is your leader, she can put a protection counter on him. So he has protection and target proof. But unfortunately, he doesn't have the auras to attack with that bad boy, which kind of sucks for him because this guy attacks with 7 damage lifelink, which is going to heal a lot of life points. This card is crazy. Like, seriously, this card single-handedly wins games because it's pretty much unkillable. And it just kills life points every turn. It's such a strong card. Such a strong card. A lot of thinking on the zombie deck. It's a like how do you kill this, right? He uses 1 action to draw. He does have a zombie armada, armored zombie. but he is out of actions to play it. So Light plays Communion and Sentry Guardian as Aura, and then uses his last action to draw one card, and places another protection counter on Michael. So now that Michael is online, he is able to attack, actually. He is swinging at Jezebel. He's probably gonna block with a zombie. Yeah, there you go. Zombie down. Not much to do there. Yeah, just nothing to do. Gets 1 life point of lifelink and ends the turn. Lifelink in this game works different than Magic, where it's like, oh, in Magic it's like, oh, you just get like 7 lifelink. Now in this game it's like you hear the damage that you actually inflict, which is a good thing because healing condition is a thing in this game, and you don't want to make it too easy to get it, right? So he played the armored zombies. Thinking a little bit on what to do. He has a lot of like revivals on his hand. He might consider using some of those. Like he has reincarnation, he has necromancy. A lot of thinking to do. Michael is such an oppressive board, like by himself. Like he's like the single board card. He is, oh my gosh, like he is. You don't want to go against this guy. It's like it's very hard for a light deck to get this card, but when they do and they get the protection counter on it, it's just really hard to kill it, basically. Wait, no, you can't do that. What? You can't target, my friend. There's nothing you can target. By the way, target proof in this game works both ways. It's like the opponent cannot target the cards, but you cannot also target your own cards. So like you cannot play, like, for example, like equip cards like artifacts and stuff like that. You just cannot do that. Okay, he plays Necromancy, pays 2 life points to get that infected orc back onto the field. I think he's just going to attack the Michael and just going to probably try to aggravate it to death. Yeah, there he goes. He attacks with 4 damage with the infected orc. He heals the player with it by 4 life points. He gets a zombie because of infected orc's effect. Again, all zombie tokens are at 3 damage and 3 life. He swings with 1 token. That Michael is now at 1 HP. He gets 3 life points. He swings. Yeah, he loses 1 protection. Okay, so now he's at 0 HP and he loses 1 protection counter. I mean, this is game, honestly. I mean, not game, but he's gonna lose it. He swings again, loses his last protection counter, swings 1 last time, and oh, okay, here comes the retaliation. Yeah, I should have lost that a long time ago. He swings with Jezebel for the kill. In this game, something that is a bit different than Magic the Gathering. I feel like in Magic, the way it works is like if your card is at 0, your creature, it just continually kind of dies, sort of like. No, in this game it's like if the card's destruction has been like if its health reaches 0 and its destruction was interrupted, it just stays on the field with 0. But if it's like if it reaches 0 again, it is going to die again, and this process is going to repeat itself until the card is destroyed, if possible, which is what happened there. Bit of a complicated rule, I suppose, but it's one of those things that once you get used to it, it sticks to your brain, kind of. He got Hyper Divinity, which is going to be completely useless against this matchup. What this card does is it gives an immortality counter to one of your cards. Cards with immortality counters cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects, but against darkness, again, this is like useless. He's just going to take control of your cards and sack. He times out the Jezebel, summons Priest of Healing, and summons Saint Clair. Swings at the zombie. No Skeleton Knights here, so the attack should go through. +3 life points. Oh wait, he swing at the tapped one. He swings with Saint Clair. Saint Clair is just a big body that has life heal, but she can like finish it. She can like for sure swings for the victory with her 8 damaging lifelink attack, which is pretty scary. I feel like the biggest issue of using St. Clair as a soul is that you lose her as a leader, because her leader effects are just so powerful. Like every turn you get like a protection counter or a healing. I honestly think it's a bit better than getting her. But then again, okay, so he plays 2 time Brainwashing Machine to get all of his cards onto his field. Okay, he places on the exosomes, and he summons Infected Orc. Bit of thinking. A lot of thinking. I mean, you're out of actions, buddy. You see how like darkness is a very treacherous archetype, right? Elements, right? So he swings with Saint Clair. He heals himself for 8 life points, and then for 3 with the Priest of Healing, and then swings with 2 or 4 with the Infected Orc. That's a total of, I don't know, 12, 15, right? Oh, okay. One more damage. You forgot one more damage, dude. Wait, did he? No, yeah, that was from 21 to 18, I think. Okay. I think that's right. You are very much out of actions. So just end. Okay, I think. Oh yeah, thinking about that. Okay. He can summon a Dominion. Oh, okay. He banishes Dadmon, summons Soul of Darkness, and he summons Burning Crusade. That's not a legal summon. Oh, okay. I see. The Burning Crusade is actually a Gosh, I forgot his name. Gosh, I actually forgot his name. Holy Preacher was his name? Which is very similar to when he summoned, like the opponent chooses one card of his graveyard, one card in his hand, and one card in the field to banish. And he gets like he can use the attached cards on him as protection. Summons plays Golden Orb of Healing, plays Light Dancer. I mean, this is looking dire. Oh, okay, he doesn't play the Golden Orb and instead he just draw one card. Yeah, this is good game, honestly. He should have put... Yeah, there you go. A -1 counter because of Brainwashing Machine. At the end of the turn, you're supposed to place a -1 counter on your stolen card. Okay, he realizes that the burning... that he picked the wrong card for his extra deck. Yeah, there he goes. Holy Praise. Good game. Yeah, this is GG, honestly. Then he sacks it for zombies, and once again, it's a good game. I might actually give a buff to Clerics. Like, they are very inconsistent. Like, I don't want them to be like meta. I mean, not like, I don't want any deck to be meta by itself. Like, I want players to be able to like mix, like at least mix archetypes with other cards in the game to make like a meta deck. But I think Clerics are very how can I say this? Very inconsistent. Their win condition is to have like an unbreakable board, and I mean, to be honest, this was like a bad matchup for the Clerics player. Usually, when they're playing against like other decks, they just played like the Acolyte of Gunning, and he just sits on a lot of protection counters. St. Clair also adding protection counters to all of your Clerics, so they don't die, and all of them have life healing, lifelink, so they're constantly healing your life points, and you just win out of that. So it is absolutely like a very annoying card archetype to play against. But I feel like it's very inconsistent. Like, I don't know, I feel like I should probably make some kind of, because like they need like Golden Orb of Healing or Communion to function. Communion is a card, it's an artifact that wait, no, it's not Communion. It's what was the name of the card again? Give me just 1 second. Searching for the card in the database. It was a card that it was an artifact, and when you play it, that card makes it so that like when you summon a Cleric. No. Okay, hold on. Let's go one by one. Communion. It's a permanent skill. If your life points are healed, you heal all your Clerics for the same amount. This is like the perfect card you want to have when you're playing Clerics, for sure. And then there is okay, so there is a card called Immaculada, which is a Portuguese word for immaculate. Um, when a cleric enters the field, heal it by 2 HP. It's an artifact, it has 4 HP. It only costs 1 light aura. So these are like basically the cards that get your engine working, but if your cards get destroyed for whatever reason, or if you just don't draw into them, you just lose. And yeah, like it's just harsh like that. So yeah, man. I mean, to be honest, you could like play General Armstrong as a desperate measure to heal your clerics, but at this point, like General Armstrong is a 2 action. Like it needs 2 action to summon him and 2 souls, right? And then you need to have like a 3rd soul, which like, I mean, clerics are very slow, so they don't have like that luxury. So I don't know. I might probably maybe just buff their like some of their cards, I suppose. Like maybe buff Immaculada or buff Communion maybe, and yeah, just go from there, I guess. I don't really know how I would buff it, to be honest. I guess I have to brainstorm a little bit with ChatGPT, but I do know how I want to buff the zombies. I want to... Like, I am thinking about buffing the Coffin Seller quick card, because it is looking a little bit underwhelming, honestly. I mean, not underwhelming, it's looking weird. Because like, you have to get only 1 soul, but you don't get anything for getting like more than 1 soul, which feels kind of weird in a design aspect, I guess. And I want to certainly buff Vrain, because he is a very lackluster boss monster. I might make it so that like he places like 1 protection counter, so he sticks, I guess. I don't know. I have to play test it to figure out what is more balanced for him in a way that isn't broken for sure. But anyway, this has been it. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys understood. If you have like any questions, I will certainly link the rulebook in the game before we like yeah, I'm going to link the rulebook of the game so people can know what the rules of the game is prior to watching it, because a lot of like, you know, the worst thing that could happen is like you're watching this and you have no idea what the hell's going on, right? So yeah, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, get that algorithm working for me, because I want this game to work. I really want this game to succeed. So thank you for watching so very much. Goodbye.